to our next speaker. Work hard in silence and let the success make the noise. Now, I would like to introduce our speaker, Mrs. Arpita Ghosh. She's an author, a TEDx speaker, and a creative facilitator, counselor working for Christ University. She exhibits a fine blend of holistic approach in all her training programs. She's adept at working on behavioral changes and has a psychological understanding, a motivator and inspiration to old and young alike. She believes every individual has the potential within to excel. A master's in chemistry, Arpita experienced her crucible moment in the journey of life to reach where she is today. Her learnings come from the school of life, nature, books, internet, and people, empowering individuals in leadership skills and emotional intelligence. Her areas of expertise include life and soft skills. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us today, and welcome. Over to you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please unmute yourself? You're on mute.
Okay, so I guess I will have to begin all over again. So
Yes.
very good evening to all of you all. And I take this opportunity to thank Pramodji as well as the Youth Council of India. I am really honored to be amongst everyone over here. And well, we are talking about women empowerment. So when we are talking about women empowerment, I think it's important to first understand what is a woman like, who is a woman? I just put together these few things because according to me, I feel she is wonderful, she's wise, and works hard to prove herself. And she is overstressed sometimes and sometimes overjoyed, but always tries to be omnipresent to fulfill her various roles to the best of her ability. She's multifaceted and a multitasker. She's amiable, ambitious, and agile, and naturally caring. That is the way a woman is made. So when I have to look at empowerment and I look back in my own life and see today where I am, it's been a long journey. It's taken a long time for me to appreciate the fact that I am born a woman. It's taken a long time for me to take pride in my being a woman. I come from the media background and well, I was there in the media. I mean, all of us know that. I mean, there are many sides to media. And that is where I learned कि खुद की नजरिया बदलना चाहिए. When I talk about खुद की नजरिया बदलना चाहिए, what I'm trying to say over here is how I see myself makes a lot of difference. The way I see myself, the world will see me too in that way. And that's when I realized, because even in the Gita, it is said, lift yourself by yourself. So for all of us present over here, for all of us watching, whether it is on YouTube or Facebook, my question to you is, how do you see yourself? Because that is where our empowerment begins. The way I see myself, that makes all the difference. And once I see myself as a human being first, then I realize that yes, I am a human being, I am a woman. He is a man. There's a child. I mean, each one of us, each and every living being has a heart that beats within. And it's the same for all of us. What we do in this life matters a lot. So which means even if I'm a woman and he is a man, we are all over here on this earth to do a journey, to reach self-realization. And in this journey, my first lesson was that I learned was to accept. Accept that I am a woman. Accept that, yes, being a woman, I do I am different from a man. And that's where I accept the difference, and not just accept the difference, but I also respect the difference. After having realized that it's all about respecting the difference, we need to know, especially as women, there is a sense of divinity in us. Because even if we look at any of our goddesses, how many pairs of hands does a goddess have? I'm sure you will agree with me that she's got more than just this pair of hands. And when I talk about this, it takes me to, again, a few lines that I had written, and I would like to share these with you. A pair of hands to cook and care, another to stitch the clothes we wear. Pain and insults she will bear. With her hands, she'll wipe our tears. Wash and clean and keep things neat. At home and office is no mean feat. Efficiently, she will handle it all. Is she a goddess or a doll? That is the power of woman. And I mean, if you look at any woman, I think we are already made. God, the creator, has made us strong in every way. Mentally, emotionally, we are much, much stronger. Physically, too, was, like one major area where women felt that, okay, we, tend to be dependent on men for certain tasks. But at the end of the day, I think women have almost started working shoulder to shoulder in almost every area of life. Something as simple as, like, changing the car tire. But today, many women have again just gone ahead, learned how to do it, and have become very, very independent. And I think it is that sense of freedom which makes us feel empowered. Women play multiple roles. And when we are talking about, empowering, we also need to ask ourselves in all these multiple roles, like I just said, it's, from this moment, like I may be just talking to you, but the very next moment, the moment I'm out of here, there's a mother in me, there's a sister in me, there's a friend in me, a teacher, a guide, a mentor. For all these multiple roles, are we putting in 100%? Because when we put in 100% to every role that we play in life, that is when we feel totally empowered. Women, like I said, are stronger. In fact, so often I have seen, even if she's broken emotionally, she has that resilience in her to get back on her feet and fight it out. I have had several, empty nesters and sometimes, single parents who come back to me for counseling. And most often these women, they find it a lot more easier. In fact, I've seen them, the kind of resilience, the tenacity that they have in them to fight back. Whereas for a man, especially if he's broken emotionally, it takes a lot. So I don't think we really have to fight much, but we have to understand that the inner strength in us exists. We don't have to seek for it outside. It's very much there within us, within our reach, and we can definitely achieve that inner strength. And with that inner strength, that belief in ourselves, which I think most of our speakers have also been saying, that it is very much there, but we've got to believe it, because unless we don't believe it, it's very difficult to achieve it. And that's where we need to break those barriers, those belief systems that we have grown up with. Because for me also, it was almost like, after I think 3 decades of my life, that I had to revisit my belief system and understand that some of those beliefs that I had, or that I grew up with, or that I heard with respect to women had to be changed. So the same goes for all of us. Keep revisiting your belief system from time to time, because that is when you will understand what needs to be changed. Finally, when we are talking about empowering ourselves, there's nothing that we have to seek outside. It is all very much there within. And when we're talking about the feminine energy, the masculine energy, you look at yoga, you look at any you talk about the energies, whether it is the Ida or the Pingala, the masculine and the feminine energy within needs to be balanced. Because when we talk about the masculine energy, it's all about the physical task, the action, the work. You talk about feminine, it's about creativity, it's about, intuition, the artistic side to yourself. And as an individual, if we have to move ahead in life, if we have to reach self-realization, if we have to realize all our dreams, what we need to do is balance that masculine and feminine energy within. And that is when we as women will be empowered. With that, once again, thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you so much. Thank you.